There is a difference of opinion among the Shia and Sunni scholars, traditionists, and historians regarding the day, month, and year of the birth of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Some opine that he was born on the 3rd of the month of Sha'ban, or 5th of the same month, or on the 5th of the month of Jamad al-Ula, in the 4th year after migration, Hijrah. While some say that it was in the end of the month of Rabi' al-Ula, in the 3rd year after migration. Thus, Sheikh al-Tusi in his Tahzib, Sheikh Shahid al-Awwal in his Durus, and Sheikh al-Bahai in his Tawdih al-Maqasid unanimously agree and accept the tradition of Thiqatul Islam, Sheikh al-Kulaini, may Allah sanctify his grave, that Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam said that the distance between the birth of Imam Hassan alayhi salam and the conception of Imam Hussein alayhi salam was a tuhr, meaning a period of cleanliness between 2 consecutive menses, while between their birth 6 months and 10 days. What is meant here is the minimum period of cleanliness, which is of 10 days. Imam Hassan alayhi salam was born on the 15th of the month of Ramadan, in the year of the Battle of Badr, in the 2nd year of migration. Besides, it is related that the distance between the birth of Imam Hassan alayhi salam and the conception of Imam Hussein alayhi salam was not a period of a tuhr, cleanliness, and Imam Hussein alayhi salam remained in his mother's womb for 6 months. It is well written in the Manaqib of Ibn Shahr Ashub from Kitab al-Anwar that Allah the Exalted sent felicitations to his Prophet Muhammad salawatullah alayhi wa alih regarding the conception and birth of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, while condoling him for his martyrdom. When Hazrat Fatima Zahra alayhi salam was informed about it, she was grieved. Then the following verse was revealed. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. With trouble did his mother bear him, and with trouble did she bring him forth, and the bearing and the weaning of him was 30 months. Surah Al-Ahqaf, verse 15. Normally, a woman's period of pregnancy is of 9 months, and no child born in 6 months can survive, except Prophet Isa alayhi salam and Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Sheikh al-Saduq, through his chain of transmitters, quotes from Safiya bint Abdul Muttalib that she said, "When Imam Hussein was born, I was attending to his mother. The Holy Prophet came to me and said, 'O aunt, bring my son to me.' I replied that I had not yet purified him. He replied, 'Will you purify him? Rather, Allah the Exalted has cleansed and purified him.'" In another tradition it is related that Safiya says that she then gave the child to the Prophet, who placed his tongue in his mouth, and Imam Hussein alayhi salam started licking it. Safiya says that I strongly perceive that the Prophet did not give him anything else except milk and honey. She says that then the child urinated, and the Prophet planted a kiss in the center of his eyes and wept, then handing him over to me said, "O my dear son, may Allah curse the people who will kill you." and he repeated it thrice. I asked, "May my parents be your ransom. Who will kill him?" And he replied, "The oppressive group to emerge from among the Bani Umayyah." It is related that the Prophet recited the adhan in his right ear and iqama in the left one. Imam Ali Zainul Abidin alayhi salam relates that the Holy Prophet himself recited the adhan in the ears of Imam Hussein alayhi salam the day he was born. Besides, it is related that on the seventh day, the aqiqah was performed and the two white charming sheep were sacrificed, one thigh of which along with a gold ashrafi, a gold coin, was given to the midwife. The hair of the child was shaven off, and silver equal to its weight was given as charity. Then scent was applied on the child's head. The trustworthy authority of Islam, Sheikh al-Kulayni, relates that Imam Hussein alayhi salam did not drink milk from his mother, Hazrat Fatima Zahra alayhi salam, nor any other woman. He was always brought to the presence of the Holy Prophet, who gave him his thumb to suck. Imam Hussein alayhi salam sucked his thumb and then would remain satiated for 2 or 3 days. Thus Imam Hussein alayhi salam's flesh and blood was formed from the flesh and blood of the Holy Prophet. Shaykh al-Saduq, may Allah sanctify his grave, quotes Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam as saying that when Imam Hussein was born, Allah commanded Jibra'il to descend upon the earth with 1,000 angels and congratulate the Prophet on his behalf and himself. Jibra'il descended, and on the way he passed by an island where an angel named Fitrus, who was a bearer of the Empyrean, lay there, banished. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had once assigned a job to Fitrus, who delayed it due to laziness. Hence, Allah took away his wings and expelled him to the island. Fitrus worshipped Allah there for 700 years, until the time Imam Hussein alayhi salam was born. When Fitrus saw Jibra'il, he inquired of him as to where was he going. Jibra'il answered that Allah the Exalted has bestowed his blessings, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, upon Muhammad. Thus, Allah has commanded me to go and congratulate him on his behalf and myself. Fitrus said, "Then, O Jibra'il, take me too along with you to the presence of the Prophet. Perhaps he might pray for me." Jibra'il lifted him up and brought him to the Holy Prophet. When he reached there, he offered his condolences to him on behalf of Allah and himself. Then he presented the matter of Fitrus. The Prophet commanded Fitrus to touch himself with the body of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and arise. Fitrus did so and ascended upwards, saying, "O Prophet of Allah, this son of yours will be mercilessly killed by your nation. Therefore it is incumbent upon me, in exchange of this favor, that I recompense. Hence, there is no person who visits his grave except that I receive him, and there is no Muslim who offers salutations to him or who prays for him except that I take it to his presence and carry his message." Saying this, Fitrus flew away. In another narrative, it is related that Fitrus flew away saying, Who is similar to me? For I am a freed one of Hussein, the son of Ali and Fatima, whose grandfather is Ahmed. Shaykh al-Tusi relates in Misbah that Qasim ibn Abu al-Ala Hamadani, the agent of Imam Ali al-Naqi alayhi salam, received a written pronouncement from Imam al-Mahdi عجل الله فرجه الشريف, which read as follows: Our master Imam Hussein ibn Ali was born on Thursday, the 3rd of the month of Sha'ban. Therefore, fast on that day and recite this supplication. O Allah, I ask you in the name of the one who is born this day. Furthermore, the following words are quoted. Futris took shelter under his cradle, and we seek shelter after him under his grave. Sayyid ibn Tawus says in Malhuf that there was no angel in the heavens who did not turn up to congratulate the Prophet on the birth of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and condole him for his martyrdom, and revealed the reward reserved for the Imam. They showed him the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and the Prophet prayed, O Allah, forsake him who forsakes Hussein, and slay him who slays Hussein, and do not bestow abundance to the one who wishes to derive advantage for his death.